Hello guys, it is Lloyd Sharp and welcome to my wife and I's horror autograph collection. So yeah, we're going to be covering quite a few autographs we've collected. We've only been to two different conventions. Well, technically three, but we've been to the same one twice in 2 different years. So yeah, it's we're both big, well, more my wife would say, but big horror fans. Me and Bob, more of a later horror fan. But yeah, let's crack in right into the first guest that we've got. Right, our first guest is indeed Sleepaway Camp and Terrifier 2 star Felicia Rose. We met her in For the Love of Horror 2021. Yeah, so there's the autograph we got there. It's unfortunately, she's a very, very nice person and everything. She was very friendly, chatting. When we mentioned that we only knew of Sleepaway Camp from Dead Meat, she was like, oh my god, yeah, that YouTube channel's like really like revived the 80s. If you haven't checked that out, go and check Dead Meat out. It's a really good series and show on YouTube. Yeah, so we met her. It was basically we wasn't going to meet her initially, but Laura mentioned, "Oh, I love the Sleepaway Camp films," and I was like, "Yeah, no, we need to go and meet her." So yeah, that's our first autograph of the video. Yeah, no, it's just a addressed to Laura. To be honest, I can't actually read what's on there, but yeah, it's a really nice Sleepaway Camp poster. But yeah, if you haven't seen the Sleepaway Camp film, it's actually a really good. Typical 80s budget slasher. I won't spoil the ending because it's a very good twisty ending. But yeah, no, let's move on to our next guest. As you saw there, next guest is Ariane King, the final girl from Friday the 13th. I should know she's been in others. Yeah, so we met her in the For Love of Horror 2021 again. Yeah, she was very nice. We took actually a picture with her, so I'll show on screen now. Yeah, no, she's very chatty, very friendly. Gave us a hug, even though it was still semi-COVID times at the time. So the convention wasn't packed again, but yeah, no, some of the guest stars really wanted to still interact with the fans and not hide away behind, shielding stuff, which was quite nice to see. So yeah, this is the. There we go. There we go. Yeah. So this is the bloody screen. So let me just turn the screen off for a minute. Yeah, so you can see their signature to both of us. Yeah, there. Denny's still there, quote there, and obviously with her character name Alice. Yeah, no, really, really awesome person to meet. To be honest, it's been a long time since I don't think I've actually ever seen Friday the 13th like in full properly. I know that's a bit, a bit, and my wife tells me off a bit every day about not doing that. But we have got the Blu-ray downstairs, and we will I will watch it in full. Sit down and watch it one day. But I know what happens in it anyway. So yeah, let's move on to our next guest. So our next guest is the one and only Lauren Rivera, the final girl and the star of Terrifier 2, which is a totally amazing, nice, fresh horror film. That, guys, you haven't seen it, you need to see it. So there you go. There's just put my screen back. There we go. So you can see it nice and clearly. There you go. Yeah. So got her killing. Well, not killing, but supposedly killing Art the Clown. And I asked her for a favourite phrase, and then she put "fuck you" in it, as she was killing him, stabbing him to death. So, if you haven't guys seen Terrifier 2, go and see it, because Terrifier 3 is coming out in October, and it's going to be a Christmas-themed movie. But yeah, really nice person to meet. I think it was her first time over in the UK, at the For Love of Horror 2023. Yeah, no, really great guest. I did wish I met the rest of the Terrifier 2 cast, because I had her brother and the one that did the clown song, which she did an actual performance of the clown song on stage, which was really good to see. So yeah, let's move on to our next guest. Our next guest is rather a big one this time. As you saw, it is the one and only Freddy Krueger himself. It is Robert Englund. So, we can make sure I got that right. There we go. Yes, so we met him in Collectomania, I think it was called, Collectomania in Birmingham in 2017. It was my birthday weekend, my 25th birthday. And yeah, Robert Englund was there. Quite a few people were there, some Star Wars people. It was a mixture of one. It was our first proper Comic-Con I ever went to. And yeah, Robert Englund was there. And he was actually, probably by these standards, very cheap to get an autograph from. So me and Laura actually got one each of autograph. So I got this one done, Freddy Krueger. It's like a standard one to me. Sleep Kills, Freddy K, and obviously his signature. So Laura's one, she didn't go for Nightmare on Elm Street. She went for a certain different... sorry, I didn't mean to knock the mic there. A different horror film that came out in the 80s. And it's after her favourite West End musical. Which is called Phantom of the Opera. They did a horror version back in the 80s of it. And yeah, Robert Englund played Phantom. So yeah, Laura decided to get the slip cover of the Blu-ray signed by him, and he was actually he had a smile on his face when he signed it, when Laura showed that to him. And yeah, and it actually gave Laura a free other like signature, like a 8x10, one of those like the Freddy Krueger one, but it's like signed that as well for free. So he was a really nice guy. We went to his like not Q&A, but like a talk / Q&A. Really funny, really interesting guy. He's obviously done a lot of work. He's a big name in the horror industry now. Hopefully he comes to the For Love of Horror again one day. But I know, yeah, he's hugely popular now. So, yeah, no, big first guest. So, yeah, let's roll on to the next one. Right. Not quite next guest, but next 3 guests. All from the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I only know of one of them because I've only seen the original myself, but I know Laura's watched all of them. Have to get my notes up, so bear with me. So, one signed by Amanda Wyss, who played Tina in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Lisa Wilcox, who played Alice in Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5. And Brooke Bundy, who played Elaine in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. This poster, in fact, was from a vendor at the convention we went to. We thought it was really cool. It was like a newspaper style print, and yeah, all 3 of them. It was the collector menu on the same where Robert Englund was at. So you can see Amanda's up there, all dressed for Laura. Got Sweet Dreams, one there, Alice there saying sleep tight. And then one down there that says... I have no idea. I can't read it. But yeah, no, we thought it was quite cool because Laura wants to build this up if there's other Nightmare on Elm Street guests whenever we go to a convention. She wants to kind of fill this up with signatures. Obviously, we didn't get Robert Englund done at the time because it was kind of a different scenario. But yeah, we want to get his one on here at some point. That'll be great, like in the centerpiece. But yeah, no, that's some Nightmare on Elm Street guests. Let's move on to our next couple of guests. As you saw there, the next guests we got are from the Jaws franchise. Well, the first Jaws film, actually. Both. One of them we met at Collectomania Birmingham in 2017 and For Love of Horror in 2021. The one we met in Birmingham is, sadly, as recording this, she passed away today. It's Susan Blackley, I think. Blackley? Otherwise, her character name's Chrissy Watkins. Basically, the first girl to get eaten by Bruce the Shark in Jaws. Laura says, yes, she's very nice because I wasn't with her at the time. Oh, well, I was at the event with her, but she went off to do her own thing while I get another autograph. Yeah, she said she was really nice, very friendly, loved talking about Jaws. Yeah, really, really nice person. And the second signature we got was the guy called Jeffrey Voorhees, aka Alex Kintner. the boy that got killed on the beach in that iconic scene. We met him at the Full of Horror 2021 in Manchester. And yeah, this is the same print actually that we got the Nightmare on Elm Street, the previous Nightmare on Elm Street one from. You might not be able to see so much the first girl one down here because it's all black, but the top one here is quite prominent, a little bit prominent with the boy. Yeah, he did some blood marks down there. He wasn't very chatty, but he was okay. But we did go into his chat thing at the Full of Horror, and it was quite interesting to hear some things because he lived in the area where the film got filmed. But yeah, no, it's a couple of Jaws guests on one of Laura's another Laura's favourite franchises. So yeah, let's move on to our next guest. So our next guest is from The Walking Dead. He did 39 episodes. It is Michael Colditz, aka Abraham Ford from The Walking Dead. So, met him in the Full of Horror 2021 in Manchester. He wasn't too chatty, to be honest, even though he was quiet. Gave me a handshake, was quite nice. I was asking how my day was. But yeah, no, there's a Michael Colditz. So I was into The Walking Dead for a little bit. Definitely I do. Obviously, I was watching Walking Dead when his character came in. But yeah, no, not generally nice guy to meet. So yeah, let's move on to our next Walking Dead guest. So our next, sorry for the bang. The next guest is Emily Kinney, aka Beth in The Walking Dead. She did 50 episodes of The Walking Dead. Met her in the Collectomania in Birmingham in 2017. And yeah, no, she was swinging off him. Yeah, she was really nice and friendly, very chatty, and generally very nice person. Her queue was a little bit busy, but yeah, no, I liked her character in The Walking Dead. But yeah, no, it was a really good. Yeah, it's a kind of a unique autograph in the collection, I suppose, in the horror one, and my chair is going down again. Before it goes down completely, I'll see you in my next guest. See our final Walking Dead guest is he wasn't in it a lot, and I don't actually personally remember him in Walking Dead. It is Daniel Bonjour, who played Aiden in The Walking Dead, and also was in iZombie. The reason why Laura wanted to meet him in the first place. He was Levon in iZombie. Yeah, she said a really nice guy to speak to. There was no one in the queue, so she managed to walk up, get an autograph, and have a good old chat with him about iZombie and things. But he'd asked like, "How far are you?" I don't want to spoil it, which is good because obviously some people just go assume that you've watched it all and go, right, yeah, I'm going to talk all about it all. Yeah, so actually the pictures from The Walking Dead with the frame is actually falling apart on this one. Let's turn the screen back off again so you can see. Yeah, so yeah, it's just one to Laura there. Just said such a pleasure meeting you with a signature. Yeah, not too much to say about this guest really. But yeah, let's move on to our next guest. See, for our next guest is Leatherface himself from the 2003 version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I can never pronounce his name. Andrew Bryniewski. Yeah, a bit of an interesting meet, to be honest. I'll get the impression he didn't really want to be there. A bit grumpy, to be honest. But yeah, I got this awesome print when I was at the convention, and I thought get it signed by him. And we could just about take that off. You could just about see it there, you know. Lloyd is next, and in his autograph, and put Leatherface at the bottom with like a little face there. Yeah, not too much again to say about this guy because he was a bit grumpy, didn't want to be there. But I know he did. Costume photo opportunities, so it's in his full Leatherface outfit, and you can take photos of him. I don't know if it just wasn't in the mood in the day or whatnot. I don't know, but yeah, I met him in the Full of Horror 2021. Yeah, no, so it was okay, but the rest of the guests now stay tuned to the end for a big guest. Not necessarily got an autograph for, but we had a picture with. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this kind of new content on the channel. Yeah, so yeah, we've got some interesting things now. They're no longer print, so here's our next guest. Yes, so our next kind of a big guest is James Jude Courtney. If you haven't heard of that name before, because you don't actually see his face. He plays Michael Myers in Halloween, the 2018 version, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. Yeah, really big, tall guy. Really nice to talk to. I know he's a Shinedown fan as well, which I am too, which is awesome. Yeah, his queue was massive. He was busy, really busy, which as expected. Met him in the For Love of Horror 2023, and I decided to get my figure signed. A little bit of story. I did buy this for the 2021 For Love of Horror because he was meant to be there and I had tickets booked. Well, unfortunately, him and a guest that's coming up also cancelled, so this sat on the shelf for a while. When he got re-announced for the one we're going to in 2023, I thought, oh yes, we can actually finally get this signed. Unfortunately, not personalised. I don't know why he didn't ask me if he wanted my name on it or not. But yeah, we got it all signed by him as The Shape. Michael Myers / The Shape. Yes, so really big fan of those Halloween films as well as the original. Speaking of the original, here's the next guest. Yes, so as you saw, Nick Castle, the original Michael Myers / The Shape from the 1978 Halloween. Yeah, to be honest, I got the James Jude Courtney one. Laura got Nick Castle because they were both very busy. And Laura decided to get the 4K 20. I think it's the 40th anniversary. Don't quote me on it. Version of the 4K Blu-ray. We've got the slipcover signed by him in a very nice orange there. Yeah, Nick Castle, the Shape there. Yeah, no. What I understand, Laura said he's very chatty, very nice guy, even though he's busy. Absolutely loved everyone and wanted to had time for everyone, which is great to see because I know some people can be a bit grumpy and just want to go, yeah, carry on. So yeah, no, it's quite a big signature for this one here, and yeah, no, obviously we're both big fans of the Halloween franchise. Laura's more of a fan of the original set, but I'm more of a fan of the modern stuff because that's the stuff that got me into Halloween. But I've of course watched the original before I watched the new ones anyway. But yeah, no, let's move on to a guest that is from my favourite horror franchise. As you saw, Detective Hoffman from the Saw franchise is Costas Mandylor, who we met in For Love of Horror 2023. Yeah, and this, again, I just picked up in Forbidden Planet in London one trip on offer. This whole Burst Box, Jack in the Box, Billy the Puppet. I thought it was something unique to get signed by Detective Hoffman. Again, really nice guy, really chatty. Yeah, not personalised again, but yeah, got the name, got his character, and then got game over at the end. Obviously, typical. But yeah, no, really happy with that. It was a last minute announcement from memory, which I was just so happy because it was a Saw guest. I know they've got Saw guests this year, but unfortunately we won't be able to go because of my son, but we'll be able to go one day. Yeah, no, so yeah, there's Billy the Puppet with Detective Hoffman. So let's see who our next guest is. Yes, that is Alicia Sutherland from the Evil Dead Rise film that came out last year. A very kind of big guest because the guest announcement came out just shortly after the film came out in cinemas. So yeah, she's a very hot name at the time because she's the main, kind of the main Deadite from the film. And I decided to get my steelbook signed. As soon as I knew that she's going to be there and I loved the film anyway, I was like, oh, I must get the steelbook for her to sign it. So yeah, I got the steelbook for her to sign. Yeah, and I also put her favourite quote on there. And I don't know if you can read it, but it says, "I'm free from all you titty-sucking parasites." yes, it's a great film. She was really nice to meet, really chatty. She's, I don't know if you guys might know her from the Viking. I've never seen it, but the Vikings TV show as well. But yeah, no. So yeah, I was really happy how this turned out, how this autograph turned out. Because the main reason why we collect, well, we'll not collect, but the reason why we collect autographs and things is to create memories. It's not just because we want to resell them, you know. They're not so no, they're not investments. To put it that way. And I know, especially over lockdown, we collected quite a lot of autographs because the one, I think Showmasters, one of the runs that ran the Collectomania and the London Comic Cons they do. They did like auctions on the day, so we've got picked up a few as I'm. But you will see some of those autographs in my Star Wars autograph video. But yeah, no, going back to Alicia Sutherland, otherwise it's Ellie in Evil Dead Rise. She put a great performance in the film. Absolutely loved the film. Laura's not she likes the film, but not a huge fan of it. But I absolutely love it. Yeah, so that was a big guest at the time. Yeah, so let's only horror film she's ever done. But yeah, no, she was very chatty, very friendly with the rest of the guys as well that were queuing up to meet her. So yeah, let's move on to a very big triple guest.
You know what they say, you just can't keep a good guy down.
Indeed. This is Chucky, who lives in our front room on the shelf. So, we've got 3 autographs on here. One of them for the Love of Horror. Let's do that. For the Love of Horror 2021, and for Love of Horror 2023. So the one we got in 2021 is this one here. Signed by Alex Vincent, aka Andy, the small boy in the original Child's Play, and he does make a later appearance in the last 2 films, as well as the TV series that's ongoing. Again, very nice guy, and he was open to Laura asking him a question, saying, was you ever scared of the doll? And he was apparently never scared of the doll, even as a kid. So, yeah. So next one we got is down here. It's Fiona Dourif, aka Nika, from the last 2 Chucky movies that was straight to DVD, as well as the Chucky TV series. Probably one of the best guests we've ever met. She's very chatty, even though her line queue was huge. Very chatty, and she's got, if you ever watch the film, she's got a certain cackle. That's her real cackle. It was absolutely great. Everyone laughed every time she cackled. You could hear it from the other side of the convention hall. Yeah, again, she asked her to put a favourite quote, and she put it from the TV series saying, "Hire shitface." Yeah, so, yeah, she was an absolutely amazing guest. Is the daughter to the voice of Chucky, coincidentally, is over here. Brad Dourif, who's also Wormtail in Lord of the Rings. If Lord of the Rings people out there. Yeah, so we got, Laura got his signature and Wanna Play, and obviously it's from Chucky. So yeah, big part of our autograph collection here. And we'll just do one more speech, if I can get it. Time to play indeed. So yes, that is Chucky. Everyone say goodbye to Chucky as we go through a final autograph guess. Right, our final 2 guests. Well, final 2 autograph guests, I should say, because there's still one to hang on for at the end of the video. We met them at the For Love of Horror 2021. As you saw there, it is Billy and Stu from the Scream franchise. Well, it's Scream franchise, but Scream 1, Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich. So, on the Saturday, we got a weekend ticket. Laura wanted to go and see them too, near enough straight away. We were standing in the queue for Matthew Lillard, also Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. We were just standing there. He actually walked past and stopped and talked to Laura about her jacket, that you'll see in a second. And fell in love with it. I'm going to stick a picture on screen now of us meeting them in the proper photo shoot. They were very huggy and they wanted just Laura in the centre of a bit of them. I was just pushed to the side. That's absolutely fine by me. Very nice guys. And they, I'll talk about the jacket in a minute. So this is the main thing we got actually autographed, which is a Ghostface. Turn my screen off again. Yeah, Ghostface doll with 2 signatures. So the top one is done by Skeet. It says to Laura, who will all go a bit mad, little mad sometimes. Obviously Billy Loomis. Yeah, signed by Skeet Ulrich. Very nice guy. Yeah, both of these are sound guys, and they play with each other. Not dirty-minded. They played around with each other and everything. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And in the red day, I'm not sure we could quite see it, but it says Laura, Liver, Alone, and signed by Matthew Lillard. Yeah, so that was the main reason that Laura went to go and get this signed. So the jacket you're on about, I was going and grab it. Here we go. This is actually a jacket that Laura hand painted herself and made for the event. So you can see, let me just make sure I get my screen on. So there we go. Right. Yeah, this is a jacket that Laura hand painted. That way. There we go. Yep, so you've got Ghostface, you've got a quote from the film, and you've got the rules there. Yeah, so when Skeet and Matt both saw this, they actually offered to sign it, no extra charges or anything like that. So yeah, you got Skeet's and Matt's there. And I actually put a picture on screen now of Matt signing this particular jacket on Laura's back at the time. Yeah, that was obviously a very cool memory for Laura and I, meeting them too. And they did a talk as well, which were involved. And I know this is at the Full of Horror 2021. I'm not sure if I mentioned it already. The Rocky Horror people were there. They were actually doing Time Warp on stage. It's all but Tim Curry that was there. I'll get onto Tim Curry in a minute, in fact. They're all singing on stage, and yeah, Matt was standing on his chair on his booth. He was queuing for someone else, and he was videotaping the whole thing. He absolutely loved that. But yeah, no, great set of guests there. That was probably one of the best guests we met. But yeah, let's move on to our one and final guest that we met at a convention but didn't get an autograph for. As you can see, you still see Ghostface in the background, but it's nothing to do with that. We previously discussed it in the Scream, the previous clip. But yeah, no, we met the one and only Tim Curry. If anyone out there, for some reason, don't know who Tim Curry is, he is... Let me just move to the side so I can put... That's fine. I'm going to put a picture just up here of us meeting him. Obviously, Pennywise in the original 1990 It TV series, well, TV mini-series, TV film thing. Yeah, he was Dr. Frankenfurter in Rocky Horror, which is one of his breakout role. Nigel Thornberry at the Wild Thornberrys. Obviously the concierge guy from Home Alone 2, Muppets Treasure Island, many, many more. Yeah, absolute pleasure to meet him. Obviously he's not doing well. Obviously he had a stroke 10 odd years ago now. He's left wheelchair bound. But yeah, very nice guy to meet. Very expensive. But obviously you kind of would guess that from the kind of guest he is. He was, yeah, it was at the 2021 convention again. But yeah, no, it was also, they had a whole separate setup for him with massive screens around, like, showing all the films he's been in and things. Really, really great experience. But yeah, no, that's everything, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this new style of video. Hopefully this all came out as I expected and hoped for. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you have. Suggest in the comments below if there's any other, because obviously we have actually got more horror autographs, but they're not, we didn't get them. We're only showing you the ones that we got actually personally signed. We got others, but we just bought them online. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more gaming content, vlogs, collection videos, because I want to do the Star Wars autographs at some point, and I think my next video is going to be our film collection that's downstairs, because we like to collect physical media still. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Goodbye.